Good morning, my dear vascular colleague. My name is Dr. Mohamed Omar Elfarok. I'm consultant vascular surgeon, and I would like to speak to you today about how to enhance your medical career using AI. I would like, first of all, to thank my dearest Jacob Schneider and Professor Munir Nazal for the very kind invitation to participate in your great artificial intelligence seminar belonging to Toledo University. It's an honor and privilege, and I hope to join you for the next coming meeting. I would like to put in front of you my intended learning objective for this webinar. First, we're going to speak on what is artificial intelligence, how artificial intelligence can help a medical student, and how you can use AI from the user side and from the developer side, and how you can start your career in AI programming and conclusion. I hope that we will cover or touch some of these topics. What is artificial intelligence? Multiple definition, multiple sources. The one I like, it's a system which can perform a task alone like human being. It usually act on data. It improve with more data and more algorithm you put in. That is why AI is very important in medicine, because we have a huge amount of data. Once we created a model that can use data and give you an answer, you can have a lot of benefit on your medical career. I would like to start first by giving some example how you can use artificial intelligence from the user side. I think AI for medical student is the best buddy during your medical career, pre-graduation and post-graduation. You can basically use AI in two ways. First way, which is an easy way, is on the user side, to know what to use, when to use, and what application you can use. You're not involved in the development of the AI itself. Now, the second method is to develop your AI programming. So I will discuss these two elements quickly. I have gathered 9 examples of how you can use AI. First of all, the sources we have at the moment for artificial intelligence, basically 3 sources: ChatGPT, which was the first one to be available, followed by Google Bard and Microsoft Bing. Let us say these are the big 3 master. Now we are waiting for a fourth one by Elon Musk, by XAI. Hopefully it will offer more advantage to us. If we discuss what are the artificial intelligence from the user side, not just these 3 big data, but there is a specific AI for a specific performance and task. This is called generative AI, which is an artificial intelligence that will generate to you either text or image or audio file. And here I have collected some example of generative AI. All these are AI that they can generate text. The most important example is copy.ai. Images, you can create images and you can learn from a lot of images. Audio, generative AI. Code development, again, and I will give an example of the black box, which is very important. A chatbot, videos, machine learning, search, gaming, and data. So these are a summary of what is generative AI have to offer. Each one of them like a small machine that take input from you and give you an output. This is an easy way of using artificial intelligence, and I will mention how you can use it if you are a medical student. Here are 9 examples. I will go through them very quickly. The first example is you can create a study plan. If you have an anatomy exam, for example, after 1 month, you can say, can you create a plan to study anatomy of the upper limb for 1 week duration, 6 hours per day? If you put this to any of the big three, ChatGPT or Google Bard, you can get an answer like this. It will tell you this is what you need to study first day, second day, third day, and it divides the 6 hour into morning, afternoon, and evening with specific topics and with revision. So this is a very useful tool that medical student can use. The second, which I think also very powerful tool, is chatdoc.com. This AI, you can upload any book chapter or any article that you are reading. And once you upload it, you can actually ask questions. You can say, explain this item to me. Can you analyze the result? And the AI will generate from this document that you uploaded the answer to you. So it is as if you are speaking to the author of that paper or the author of that chapter. And you can put question like, can you give me an evidence of this result? It's a remarkable machine, and it is freely available on chatdoc.com. This is how the screen looks like. You upload your file from here, it's uploaded there, and you can put all the question and you get an answer. So it's as if you are having a tutor with you all the time. It's a very, very useful tool. Now, the flashcard, which is very nice tool used by a lot of medical students. Again, you can ask the AI to generate flashcard. For example, can you create a flashcard to remember cranial nerves with color illustration? You can put it to any of the three AI tools and you will get immediately flashcard available. You can use Quizlet, again, which is very useful tool to get flashcard. Now this, which one of my interests is medical diagnosis. 15 years ago, I have developed a software called Diagnosis Pro, which it's actually like a big Excel sheet by using Microsoft Access. I've put all the symptoms and the signs and the investigation for all diseases. And I've asked the computer, if I get you, for example, the symptom and sign of the disease investigation, can you give me the disease? And it took us a while to develop, took us 1 year, and we have developed. This is the screen from it. It's not available anymore, but it was a useful tool, and I will show you how we can you can use this tool. If, for example, you put a patient with a leg ulcer, for example, you put here leg ulcer, and then it will tell you what type of ulcer you can have. So this is the ulcer of the lower limb. And let us say this patient will have anemia. Again, you put anemia, and these are the type of anemia. Let us say acute anemia. And then you can put, give me the differential diagnosis of all diseases have an acute anemia and ulcer of the lower limb. These are the diseases, and we actually been able to put ICD code. So this is the ICD code of these diseases. And it will enumerate all the diseases that have these two symptoms. It's a kind of electronic diagnosis, but now ChatGPT and Google Bard can do this step for you. You can ask, give me the differential diagnosis of patient with leg ulcer and acute anemia. It will be exactly similar and even more updated. You can tell the AI to give me ICD code of these diseases. So this is an example which is called Diagnosis Pro, but you can use AI for diagnosis. Not only this, but you can actually create question. If you, for example, have revised a certain chapter, anatomy, upper limb or lower limb, you can say, can you create an MCQ for me to revise the following chapter, acute renal failure, some physiology, and it will create for you the question. It will give you the answer out of the huge bucket of question created. And this is again very useful for medical students. We actually use this tool as well for fellowship examination. Now, you can create a PowerPoint. You can say, if you have been asked to give a PowerPoint presentation about peripheral vascular disease tomorrow, then you can ask, can you give me a PowerPoint slides presentation on peripheral vascular disease? It will give you, but a better way to say, create VBA code, which is Visual Basic Code. This code, when you put it to PowerPoint, the actual PowerPoint presentation will be immediately done for you within probably 1 minute. So VBA code is a very nice way of making PowerPoint. Create VBA code of PowerPoint presentation, peripheral vascular disease, consists of 20 slides, and you can have this. Then you need to revise it, update it, maybe add and subtract some things, but it is extremely useful tool. Now, AI in medical diagnosis of radiology, chest X-ray, again, image diagnosis is very, very important. And now there is a software called Chester AI Radiology, which is a software you can download to your laptop. And once you download it, if you input a chest X-ray like this one, it will give you the diagnostic criteria and how accurate is this diagnosis. Is there is consolidation between 1 to 10? It gives a score, infiltration, edema, and I will show you at the end of the presentation how you can develop a program to discover COVID-19 on chest X-ray. If you go to chester.ai radiology, you can download this software and you put it on your PC and you can use it right away. AI can summarize any lecture for you. If you have, let us say, 1 hour presentation about lecture in medicine, can you summarize it? If you go to summarize.tech.ai, this is again very powerful tool. It can summarize any YouTube video, can summarize any lecture, which is very, very useful. Again, people who use time management, you can use reclaim.ai. Reclaim.ai, you can say, put me a calendar where I can study 4 or 5 hours a day on 3 topics, physiology, anatomy, and pathology over the next month, and it will arrange a priority. And really, it's a remarkable tool in your time management. I wish we had it in my early medical career years. So these are 9 applications that you can use, which is the first method as a user. Let us go to the second method, which is developing AI program. In the old days, it was difficult. You need to buy a new laptop with very high speed, and we used to run the program for 3 weeks and maybe 1 month to run the program before you get the answer. This was in my days, which was 15 or 10 years ago. But nowadays, you don't need to buy a laptop. There is a program called Google Colab, which Google have offered you a high-speed CPU, not just a CPU, but actually TPU, which is terabyte processing unit, with a disk with 20 gigabytes of RAM. And you can run any program without the need to purchase a computer. So, if you go to Google Colab, which is again free, it will offer you the laptop, the computer. You don't need to install a single software. We used to install a program or language called Python 3.0 and 3.1, 3.2, which is a free computer programming language for AI. We used to install a lot of things on the PC. Now you don't need to install anything because in Google Colab, it's already been installed. This is Google Colab. And if you see here, you are offered a lot of RAM, a lot of disk space, you offer TPU, and you can put here your Python coding to start using Python in your programming. So you don't need to purchase anything. All what you need is to have an access to Google Colab, and then you start running small program to get the difficulty at little bit upper level. Now, Python coding, it's an easy coding. It's like basic computer language. This is a free source. It doesn't need anything to be installed. You can use it inside Google Colab. We usually, most of us using AI programming, use Python language. And we have a couple of programs I have saved where you can diagnose COVID-19 on a chest X-ray, and you can diagnose pneumonia on a chest X-ray. And we are working on how to diagnose endoleak type 2 on CT angiogram. Python is a general purpose programming language which has been invented in 1989 by a Dutch computer programmer called Guido van Rossum. It's a free open source. Anyone can use it, and we'll only change our program to learn from it. How common is Python? You can see this chart in 2009. If you take Python compared to MATLAB, which is an older language, you can see how Python is overwhelming, taking all the AI and language programming compared to others. The beauty of Python that it has Python library. Library is part of Python programming that do a lot of the work. Python, PyTorch, NumPy, TensorFlow, Keras, all these are a programmed model that can help you in your AI programming. So you just need the basics of what each of these library does, and then you import your data, put them into the library, and then you get your results. And these are the common libraries in Python. Pandas is very important, especially for the statistical analysis of your results. So these are the preset Python libraries that is available for you to use. I would like you to start your coding career, and it's very easy. You need to start AI computer programming using Google Colab, and once you start to have code, you can save your code into GitHub. GitHub is the world standard for saving your coding. I have multiple programs. If you look for my account in GitHub, and you can download, because GitHub, we all agreed that our AI program for everyone to learn, for everyone to use, and for everyone to manipulate. So go to github.com, open a free account, and then you will have a lot of AI programming that you can use and you can learn from and you can develop. Now, one of the beautiful things in AI is the black box. Black box is a kind of a website that will convert your text into a code. So, for example, if I open blackbox.ai, and here I've put the question: create a Python code to diagnose COVID-19 from a chest X-ray. And this is the reply by Blackbox. It just straight away, it will go to Python coding. It will write the code. You will need library TensorFlow and the MATLAB library. And these are the coding that you can copy, use, put it in your Google Colab, and then you can actually use it right away in your programming language. So this is the Google Black Box which is extremely useful tool for beginner. I am at the moment developing a program for doctors to use artificial intelligence in coding. And these are the hint how you start coding. Don't be afraid. It is not difficult. It's easy. Anyone can do it with very simple computer knowledge. You don't need to have any sophisticated knowledge on anything. And hopefully this course will help you on your way to develop your AI career. I would like to take this opportunity to thank very much the Toledo University, Professor Munir Nazal and Jacob for the kind invitation to participate in your great congress. I hope I have given a short summary of how to start your coding career. I would advise you to take 30 minutes a day on AI development. Sure, it will be a good buddy for all your medical career. And thank you very much, and I wish you all the best.